Hey, everybody, and welcome to Missy Show.
Missy Show?
Missy Show.
This is Missy Jack right here.
Yes.
Miss Jack, that's Jack, okay? We are Jack's Treasures live, not live, we're on YouTube.
We are.
This is our question and answer series that we have been trying to record for the last 5 or 6 days. This is What Not Wednesday, even though it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Hopefully this gets posted tonight before I fall asleep.
Yeah, that would be really nice. This is a series of questions and answers that people have asked us, or we have asked other people, or just in generally, we made the shit up. That's the way we do it.
That is how it goes. Hey, if you'd like to ask some questions down in the comments and give us some ideas for things to talk about, that'd be awesome.
Hey, there was something that I did want to mention. You know, I was on a panel at the Northeast Tennessee meetup where they asked questions and answers, and I was actually on there, and I had to answer some questions. So it was kind of cool. So ask some questions down there in the chats below, and we will try our best to answer them on
Have
here.
we told the people on YouTube yet what else happened at the meetup?
Oh, I probably told everybody, as you tell me, as you say it all of the time, but I think the crown is right there.
Best short beard winner at the Northeast Tennessee Reseller Meetup.
That would be me, okay? Best short beard in reselling is right here,
Right
guys.
there.
That's right. I won.
I'm a proud wife.
And you are the proud wife. All right. Today we are going to be talking about something that we are very familiar with, guys, especially on the losing side. Doing battles on Whatnot. It is Whatnot Wednesday. Now, I will let you know, the district has co-hosting signs, has a co-host feature, but I still haven't figured out how to do a battle on there yet because of how it is set up. Okay, because you're only bidding on one of the two things.
And when you co-host on the district, the person who's on the screen, they get the money. Whereas on Whatnot, the co-host does not get anything. So it's easier.
Well, it's hard to have a battle.
Yeah.
Because only one item is running.
Right.
Whereas on Whatnot, what we do is we do a co-host and we split the screen, and there's a person on top and a person on the bottom, and both items are running, and whoever wins the bid, they pick the shirt that they want. So that's how a battle. But let's talk about what a battle is to begin with. And
well, we first became aware of battles with something called t-shirt battles, which is what we do, graphic tee battles. Two people.
And plush.
Yes, and we've done plush. And people do bag battles all the time.
Oh,
That's another thing. You can battle probably anything.
Yeah.
Video game battle.
Video games, anything.
Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon cards would be a great battle.
But anyway, what happens is there is a split screen, and one person's on top, one person's on bottom, and we both show our shirts. Like, if we were having a battle now, and I say, oh, look, I've got this super cool Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Starfish shirt. It is a size extra large. Show my shirt, and then...
And she's trying to sell her shirt as much as she can, and then I go up and I say, oh, here's mine right here. It says, every Thanksgiving I give my family the finger.
The bird.
Or the bird, okay? And, I'll say, oh, it's long sleeve, and, I'll make up a story about it. George Washington wore that shirt at the first Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. But you're trying to sell the shirt. Now, the person that is bidding will be bidding on one of the shirts or the items. Let's just say the items, okay?
But
because we do graphic t-shirts, but it could be anything.
After the auction ends, let's say that Missy down here, she won for $7. Then we would ask Missy, which one do you want? And then she gets to pick which one she wants. And that item will get shipped out to her. And the person who sold that item, which obviously she wants the Patrick Starfish shirt, will get a point.
I lose all of these battles. I will let you know that right now, guys. If I ever battle Tracy, I guarantee you that battle will be 8-0. Easily. Okay? Easily. But a couple of things now about doing a graphic or doing any kind of a battle. All right? When you're doing a battle, first off, it is the first thing you have to have is you have to trust the other people.
Both ends. Whether you're hosting or you're co-hosting, you need to have ultimate trust. That's why
right.
When we invite people to do a t-shirt battle with it, it's people that we have communicated with a lot. It's not just, oh, you've been in my show once or twice, let's battle. No.
Yeah.
These are people that we've talked to, usually off platform or significantly within the platform. Because as the host, we have to trust that they're going to actually send the shirts out.
That's right.
Because if I'm co-hosting with Brian and Brian didn't send any of the shirts out, I'm the one that's going to take the heat.
Yeah, because
So-
whoever the host is, they're responsible for collecting the money because the money all comes into them.
Right.
They get the fees, okay, and they have to ship out the shirts.
And that's why, as a co-host, you have to trust the host because you're counting on them to actually send you the money at the end of the day.
That's right.
Obviously, we would never cheat anybody, but there's people out there that might, So
It's an ultimate trust issue because you have to be able to do that because the person that's selling the shirt, okay, the person who's buying the shirt, they're expecting, or the item, let's just say the item, they're expecting that item.
yes,
Okay. Now, if it's my channel and I'm hosting it, but it's Tracy's item, okay, she's not going to reach out to Tracy if the item doesn't come. She's going to reach out to me.
we actually
Okay.
had that happen once. Someone reached out to us about an item. It wound up just being delayed in shipment. It was
Yeah.
stuck in a ship center somewhere, and it came a week later, and
Yeah.
everything was good. We've never had any problem with any of the people we've battled.
Yeah, and I've done a battle every single month
This year.
for so we're 9. We're into 9
And we
battles
did
right now.
3 last year.
Yeah.
Total of 3 last year.
I
Oh,
think we
no,
did
4. 4
4
if you
last
count the
year.
flush battle, yeah.
Yeah. So you can battle with any items that you want to battle with, but the biggest thing, as I said, is you have to have that level of trust and you got to communicate. Okay. Because now let's talk about the money. All right. Now she doesn't get all of the money just because her shirt sold.
No.
We split everything 50-50. I recommend doing that. Okay. If you say, okay, you're going to keep the money for all the shirts that you sell and I'm going to keep the money for all the shirts that I sell. Okay. That can really create a problem. If she sells $150 worth of shirts and I sell $30 worth of shirts, I ran that whole show. I'm getting taxed for all of the money that's coming in. Okay. So that 150 plus my 50, that $200, I'm going to get taxed and feed on all of that. She's not going to eat any of those fees. I am.
But
okay?
along those same lines, one thing to consider, though, when you're doing that is that it could be that we run a battle some month and we sell 15 shirts and the other person sells 0. I don't think it'll happen.
No, I don't think it would ever happen.
It could happen. And that could mean that I'm sending out 15 shirts and giving them half the money. So you
That could
have to
happen.
be aware of that possibility.
Like, say you're battling somebody and they really don't care. And they say, all right, I'm going to show you this shirt. It's a plain black shirt. There it is. Okay. It's just a plain black shirt, and I wrote on it. Okay. Well, nobody's going to bid on that. Okay. And then eventually what's going to happen is everybody's bidding on my shirt. And let's say I'm running this shirt right here, which is an Eddie Bauer bath shirt, and it goes up to $16. Well, now I'm giving $8 to that person in rounded out numbers because we do break down the fees. So you set the ground rules prior to the battle.
That is also one reason that with our battles, now this would not be the same for everybody. When we do graphic t-shirt battles, we say no single stitch vintage. Because
Yes, Missy Jack, we can hear you.
Because some of those
Okay. Y'all hear this cat, right? This is a cat that is that big. She
has
makes
no
more
lungs.
noise than any of the other cats that we have, okay? Including that one when we had that one.
we don't
She
even
makes
know
more
what she
noise.
wants most of the time.
She just wants to be
she
held.
wants to hear.
She wants to be a princess.
But we say no single stitch vintage because we know that shirt could come in. Someone brings in a $200 shirt. It might sell for $20, and then you have to give half the money to me. We don't want that for anybody.
Or we have to give it to that person.
Right.
So you set rules.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the rules right there is that we're splitting everything 50-50. That means the fees included,
Yep.
okay, are going to be split 50-50. We had it really good because we didn't have our rewards program on.
Yeah.
Because that throws a big wrench in it.
It does.
Because when it does, I tell people, I said, I'll eat the rewards savings of 10%,
Which we need
5%.
to talk. We need to do a video on the rewards program because
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do with it. We did it for the first 3 sessions, and this time I've just sort of neglected it.
Yeah.
I haven't started it back.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know if I need to or not. So
But the thing about it is you set up the rules. That's one of our rules right there. Then you got to set up an odd number.
yes,
You can't ever do an even number because you could end up with an even number of shirts or items.
high.
Let's say even numbers.
And most
Okay.
of our battles have been like a one shirt sway one way or the other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you want to set up that rule. Then the other rule is have that person, whoever you're battling, if you're the host, you go on, a couple minutes before the let's say the battle is at 8:00 because that's when I normally do our battles. What? What do you want now? Okay. All right. So to have the other person go on live and raid into you so that they can bring their followers and their buyers to buy their items. Okay.
Yep.
And that's just a big
And
thing
that's
right
one
there.
of the biggest benefits to the community is someone raids in. Their followers are most likely going to follow us, and we're going to hype the heck out of the person that we're battling and be like, get our followers to follow them.
Yeah.
So we're sharing the followers. We're
Yeah.
meeting
Thank
new
you, Miss
people.
Q. Secondhand sarcasm. She's introduced about 4 buyers to Jack's Treasures, which is amazing, and that's why we do this.
Yep.
Why you do a battle? It's not for the money, okay? You know, a lot. Yes, you want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, but it's mainly to get that community together and bring in those buyers and sharing buyers between the two.
Honestly, and that's one reason the battles we've done have been both plush and t-shirts, because those are items that aren't big ticket items.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens, nobody's going to get any hurt feelings.
Yeah, I'm not going to do gold vintage,
no.
coins or something like that.
Now,
But you could.
If you're in that like high class there, go for it. Invite me to your gold battle. I want to see it.
You want to battle
I'm not
somebody
gonna
with
buy.
gold?
I'm not gonna buy, but I'll see it.
So you set up rules like that. Another rule that you might want to set up is doing giveaways. Okay, that's up to you guys. We do 2 giveaways. They're $5 gift cards. We do one. We sponsor one, and the other person sponsors one.
And that's just to build the room a little bit, and once again, build the community, give something back.
Yeah. And then at the end of the show is over. It doesn't matter, who wins and loses and stuff like that. Whoever the host is now taking the responsibility. They're going to do all of here's a thing that you definitely need to know. When you have a show, a battle show, and 2 people buy from different people, okay, that's an adjustment. Yep. You have to have those adjustments available.
That's why you'll usually see that we run these shows on Mondays or Tuesdays, because we have adjustments available to us, and then we can fix the rest of our week based on that. Like this week, we chose to do smaller item shows because we knew we were going to have a lot of adjustments.
Right, and we did. We used all of them. Okay, we had 4 people, I think, that bought multiple shirts from each individual buyer. Or seller, I should say.
Which happens a lot, because I love that, because I think that shows me that people are there bidding on the shirts they like, not like just trying to make someone win.
Yeah, Kevin. But so the trust is there. She does Tracy usually does all of this. She breaks down the shipping. You have to know how to do that. You need to know how to separate the orders.
I've gotten fast at it. The first time I did it, it took me about 3 hours.
She just jumped into an empty box. Okay, that's what Tracy's giggling about, because she's having fun in the box.
She is. It took me about 3 hours the first time. Now I can bust it out in about 30 minutes now. It's not that much trouble.
And then what do we need? Well, I need an email so that I can text the labels, because the other seller, he can't produce, or she cannot produce any labels. We are the only ones as the host. The host is the only one that can produce the labels. So I need an email that I can send the labels to. And let me give you a bit of a clue on this one. We've done this 9 times, and I think 8 times when we send the message that has the labels in it, it ends up in a spam box.
For some reason, most people's emails don't want to see like 8 attachments.
Right.
I know, it looks spammy, but
so we send the labels then to the other person, and then we need some way to get them their half of the funds.
Usually either PayPal or Venmo or Cash App. I think we've used all 3 of those.
Yeah, we have. If it's local, like when we battled TJ Lovelady, a great friend of ours, he lives in Chattanooga. I was like, no, we don't got to worry about sending all that stuff. We're going to come see you. You're an hour and a half away, and we love Chattanooga.
We go to Chattanooga all the time.
Right. I know that Dan and Demand, when he battled Lauren, Homeschool Mama, they live literally half an hour away from each other up in Indiana. So that makes it really, really simple. But you can't always, what do you think?
We need to see if Kato Marie could get some t-shirts.
Yeah, we could battle Kato Marie. We could battle Mr. Ornament. We can battle Brandy's Bargains, all of these people. So then we send them the labels. Now, here's the trust that we have to have, that person will ship that item, okay? And let's say you're doing a battle of the glass. You want to make sure that person's going to ship that item in a safe way. We do graphic t-shirts, so we're not worried about that, or plush. Yeah.
A little bit safer. But yes, trust I can't
100%.
repeat it enough
100%.
how much you need to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is knowing the other person, trusting the other person, and having fun. This isn't something that you're going to break the bank. You're not going to make $1,000 on one of these shows. It's basically for community and for fun. We love doing them. We've done 9 of them so far this year. We do one a month. And next month we do, and we lost. We battled 2 days ago to Dan and the Man, and we lost. Okay.
So we got our big comeback tour.
So we got our comeback tour, and we're battling Dark Angel, Jess, Dark Angel, who she won. She won the graphic tee battle that started all of this stuff.
Big bracket battle.
Which had like 30 buyers in it, and she ended up winning that. We won one of ours. We beat TJ Lovelady, and then, by a little bit too. And then we lost to Nikki's Corner, who was actually our teammate.
Yeah.
We were the only ones that battled our own teammate in that one because of the way that it was set up. But then we got, after Dark Angel, we're battling our friends Tony and Lysandra, I Love Discounts _com. And again, we know them. We've actually been in their house.
We might possibly just meet up with them.
We probably will. That one's probably going to be...
labels,
Well, I don't know, because it depends on where we are. We might be down in Florida during that one and stuff like
Louisville.
that. Yeah, Louisville.
How close they are to Louisville.
Oh, yeah, we might just go up to Louisville and we spend the night up in Louisville or whatever. And then we're ending with T. Lindman. We're not driving up to North Dakota.
Not in
December. But these are fun. It's meant to be fun, more fun than anything. When I'm doing, like, say if Tracy was showing her shirt, I would be hyping up her shirt before I hyped up my own. Okay. And
we will hype up his own first.
Well, for Tracy, I would probably not do it at all. I'd be like, that shirt sucks, man. Is that a piece of thread hanging out? That might be a hole in the shirt right there.
See, this is what I live with, guys.
Have fun with all of these.
Save me.
Oh, my God. Oh, you're just going off of what everybody said at the Northeast Tennessee meetup. All right, guys, that's it. We're Jack's Treasures. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And please, please, please leave a comment down below for us.
Bookmark our graphic tee battle in October against Dark Angel. It's gonna be awesome.
We're trying to set up the date right now. Jess, if you're watching this video, please look at your mails. Okay. Peace out.